Alyssa is here to tutor us on the weather.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So we finally saw some of those showers and thunderstorms
Did we?
moving.
Okay.
We did.
Okay.
I know. I can hardly take you seriously right now. Saw some.
I combined
me every
tutoring
day.
and
Yes.
tutelage.
That's what he did. Tutor and tutelage.
Tell us
producer
about the
said, "Drop
cumulus
it."
clouds.
We were going to drop it, but he had to explain himself.
He had to. He just has.
So we had a really nice day today. Those temperatures well above average. We saw some of those clouds move through this afternoon, really with this front that brought us these showers and thunderstorms. Mainly that has been to the north of us across Wisconsin, but we have started to see some of those developing into northern McHenry County, northwest McHenry County, I should say. We also have this other cell just to the south and west right now of Rockford, expecting that to move across that northwest McHenry County line as well tonight. What we're seeing with that system is mainly some brief heavy downpours. Can't rule out some gusty winds as that moves through too. But what we have seen to the north of us across Wisconsin is some significant rainfall. They have flood watches in effect for southeast Wisconsin right now, and that's because they've really been picking up a lot of that rain. That system has just stalled out to the north of us. They've seen about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of rainfall in some locations. So we've really lucked out as that system continued to move north of us, just seeing a little bit of those remnants across our area tonight. We've also seen some strong wind gusts with that system, those gusts up to about 50 miles per hour, causing some damage across southeast Wisconsin. As we head into the evening hours, the late evening hours, I should say, continuing to see that potential of a few spot showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm that could just bring those heavy downpours at times through the late evening and overnight hours. That's going to clear out quickly though, and we will start tomorrow with cloudy skies, and we will see a lot more cloud coverage throughout the day tomorrow before our next weather system moves in. Marginal risk still of seeing some of those stronger storms. Again, at this point, that's mainly for Lake and McHenry County. If we see any of those stronger storms, what we could see with those are those heavy downpours and strong wind gusts. Temperatures right now still in the low 80s for several locations. 83 right now at Cubby Bear. It's 82 in Harwood Heights. And those cooler temperatures, let's get back to those real quick. We are seeing some of those spots just dropping into the 60s in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Mundelein at 73, Michigan City at 77. So even our cooler temperatures tonight, not that cool. Overall, our temperatures across the Midwest, quite a bit warmer tonight than we were last night, about 10 to 15 degrees temperature change. And we can really credit that to this southwesterly flow that we've seen in place. That's been helping usher in that warmer and more moist air throughout the day today. So that's why you also felt it was a little bit more humid outside throughout the day. Still seeing those humid conditions right now, those dew points in the upper 50s and low 60s. We'll hang on to that humidity overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. Breezy winds came up with that southwesterly flow as well. Those strong wind gusts about 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. Now we're seeing those sustained winds out of the southeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They've calmed down quite a bit, and we'll continue to see some calmer winds throughout the day tomorrow. Today our high 86, normally upper 70s this time of year, so well above normal, and we were not alone. Central U.S. and into the upper Midwest, anywhere between 5 and 16 degrees above normal today, and that's really because of that southerly flow. Now, as we head over the next couple days here, we'll stay under that southerly flow tomorrow, but then by late tomorrow afternoon and evening, we'll switch to this westerly flow, and what that will do is help move in that next weather system that currently is right now building across the west. We have this atmospheric river that's going to track across the U.S., that low pressure system that will reach us likely by tomorrow evening, late in the evening and overnight hours. That will bring us the potential of some widespread showers and possibly a few isolated thunderstorms that will stick with us through half the day probably on Wednesday before we see high pressure take control as we head towards the weekend. Behind that system, much cooler air, and that's all relative, right? Cooler air. So we'll drop into those upper 70s on Thursday, mid 70s on Friday. So we'll start to get back to normal with those temps. Temperatures tonight, upper 60s, mostly cloudy for most of us. That slight chance of an isolated thunderstorm is mainly for Lake and McHenry County as we head into these late evening hours. 80s tomorrow across the area. I suspect some locations to the south, you'll be close to 90 degrees. We'll see a lot more cloud coverage throughout the day with some peaks of sunshine at times. And then we'll see that chance of an isolated thunderstorm likely in the late afternoon and early early evening hours. Wednesday, those showers and thunderstorms possible early in the day, and then we'll see some quieter conditions by the afternoon and evening. Possibility of an isolated storm late in the evening, and then we really dry out as we head into Thursday and Friday. That's when our nicer conditions kick in. That cold front passes, our temperatures get back to normal, and we do see that humidity drop a little bit as well. So Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend looking really comfortable. Tomorrow, we'll see a lot more cloud coverage throughout the day, but it's going to be another warm and humid day. Very similar to what we saw today. Highs will be into those upper 80s across the area. Isolated shower or thunderstorm possible late in the day. Wednesday is going to be a little bit soggy as well before things clear out towards the tail end of our work week. Pretty nice weekend ahead.
Sounds like it. Thanks.
Thanks, Alyssa.